What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pinson here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss any Run Your Race content. What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pinson here with another episode of Run Your Race with my boy AJ Richardson, who once again is not here and is getting another fine, but he's working, so it's okay. It's okay, but he's still getting a fine. But people, as much as it pains me to say this,
NBA champion.
we have, stop talking. We have a very, very special guest here today. My brother from another mother, my fellow Ty Sullivan colleague, Brucey B, AKA Champ.
Thanks for the introduction.
Bruce Brown. I'm not calling Brucey B no more.
No.
Brucey Mike B. Malone got me f***ed up.
Brucey B.
I keep saying Brucey B.
Everybody call me that now. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. I don't like it. Because I don't know how to not call you that now.
I mean, it's a good one. It's a good nickname.
Not bad, honestly.
No, it's great.
I don't know about great.
The little kids be calling me that now too. It's crazy.
I believe it. But Bruce, damn, bruh. Let's dress the elephant in the room early. You're a champ, bro. How does it feel?
It feels great. And now I got one up on you, and you can't talk about those NCAA champion. Well, you got one?
So what's the...
You got one?
First of all, let's...
Oh, you got... I mean,
you're going to come on...
But anyway.
Listen.
No, NBA champion.
Listen.
Feel great. Now I got one up on Theo.
You don't have one up shit.
Yes, I do.
I got one up on you in college. You can't even go back to that. I still got a chance.
But I did this at the highest level.
That's true. Yeah, but
it's not like this.
But at the end of the day, it says champion. We're both champions.
It does. We both champions.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's a little different though.
It is a little different.
It's a little different.
It's a little different both ways. It's a little different both ways.
A little different.
I see what you're saying though. But you got it. I was happy for you. I was rooting for you the whole time. Listen, you was having an out-of-body experience out there. You was balling.
Game 4 was crazy.
You was balling.
Game 4 was crazy. I think, when people say they black out?
Yeah.
Game 4 in the fourth quarter, like...
We're going to get to it. Listen, we're going to get there. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to address all the elephants in the room. You got to the bag.
Got to it.
Damn.
Thanks to Ty Sullivan and Stephen Human.
Damn. All right, Ty. What's going on, Ty? I'm a free agent, Ty. Ty. Bruce just signed 2-year 46, 45 M's. Ty. What's going on, man?
45.
But hey, listen. Proud of you, my boy. Let me hold something. Shit.
Dinner's on me.
Dinner's on
me for sure.
Damn. Proud of you, boy. That's big time. That's generational money right there.
Because we know where we was last free agency.
Sure. We had conversations. Me and you have had conversations. And we stayed locked in.
Day 1 and day 2, it was not looking good last time.
Listen, we stayed locked in. We're going to get into all that. But Bruce, as you might not know, but what we do here on Run Your Race, we like to talk from high school all the way to the league.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has their different paths. Everybody has their different races they run to get to where they want to get to. And we want to give everybody that platform and show all our viewers and all the people who listen to us that you're capable of getting there. You're capable of getting 2-year 45 M's, just even if your body don't make sense. You are top heavy. Your legs are skinny as hell. They like toothpicks. But you just got 2-year 45 M's. It don't matter. Beautiful. It's beautiful.
But Bruce, keep bringing up the triangle body.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I didn't think about that. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It really do. Upside down triangle.
Yeah.
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 But Bruce, let's start at high school, man. Actually, just start from the beginning. When did you start playing? Where you from? And what made you get into this to this beautiful game of basketball?
So I'm from the best city in America, which is Boston, Massachusetts.
Cap.
I started playing when I was 6 in this league called No Books, No Ball. So it was basically like if you ain't get good grades, you couldn't play on Saturdays in the mornings. No books, no ball.
Carry on.
In Roxbury, Massachusetts. But yeah, my uncle ran it. If you don't get good grades, you can't play on Saturdays, which is like, that's the only time I played basketball because I played football when I was younger. I didn't take basketball serious until
We could have
high
all
school.
guessed that one.
Until high school. So yeah, and then I went to middle school, obviously in Boston. But high school, I went to 2 high schools. I went to Wakefield High, and then I went to Vermont Academy. Because when I was at Wakefield, I would have never qualified for the NCAA. So I had to get up out of there.
Smart man.
I didn't think at the time, I was going to be able to be a professional athlete or even play Division I basketball. There were 2 guys I looked up to in Boston with Shabazz Napier and Wayne Selden.
Okay.
I was really the only 2 people who came out the city.
Wayne Selden, top heavy guy.
Who came out the city and actually played at the highest level. So I didn't think I was going to make it there until I started getting looks for prep schools and playing for BABC. Leo Papil was like,
Shout out BABC, man.
Leo Papil was like, bro, you can be a pro. You can make money doing this. So went there, qualified, and then went to Miami.
Slow your roll. We still got some things we got to talk about in high school.
Okay.
So you said you played football. What position you play?
I was receiver and corner.
I can see that because the way you run, you got the duck feet. You can backpedal. Your backpedal's
Backpedal with duck feet? That's probably terrible.
Huh? But the way you the way you cut out of that thing and they hit you with a route, you jumping on the ball.
Nah.
Yeah, you stop playing.
I was more a receiver though.
I can see
DB
that.
was just like fun out there, bull.
And you can hit somebody.
Then you hit somebody, yeah, for sure.
What? When'd you stop?
I stopped my sophomore year of high school because when I went to boarding school, they didn't have football anymore.
Oh, okay. So you would.
So
if
I had
you
to make a
stayed in
decision.
Wakefield, you probably
I would
would
have played all 4 years. Yeah, I would have played all 4 years.
Did you have any looks?
My first college offers were in football from Boston College and UMass Amherst, the sophomore.
UMass what?
Amherst.
Is that a school?
It's in the A10.
UMass.
UMass
Oh. Why you
Amherst.
add the other part? It's
UMass Amherst.
It's just UMass.
Because
bro.
there's UMass Lowell, UMass Boston,
no one
UMass
calls
Amherst.
them that.
In Massachusetts, they do.
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh my gosh, that was so stupid.
UMass Boston D1 though.
Are they?
And UMass Lowell. They got UMass Lowell too, they D1.
You might be right. I'm not familiar
think.
with those places up there. But that's big time, bro. Damn. Football player too. Did you know that, like, what made you just choose basketball though? If you were like
For
on the up
real?
and coming of football too.
During the football season, it'd be cold up there.
That's a fact.
And I hate being outside in the cold. So I was like, bro,
I
I'm
think
not doing
Boston's
this.
the coldest place I've ever been in my life, bro.
Stop.
Close to
It's
it,
up there.
bro.
Toronto cold. Stop.
Toronto cold. Oh, Chicago. We was in
But
Chicago
Boston up there
for
'cause we got the
All-Star.
wind chill.
Oh my God.
I don't know why you went there for tripping.
Listen, wild out. But where was I at? Yeah. So you played football at Wakefield, then you transferred.
Yep.
Was that one of the moments where you were like, okay, I got to really lock in if I really want to get to the next level of this basketball shit? What was it at
No.
Wakefield that was a struggle? You just wasn't focused, or you?
I just wasn't focused. Like I didn't think I was going to be good enough to get past high school.
No, got you.
I swear. So like, I mean, at the time I was just athletic. Like I couldn't shoot, can dribble a little bit. But I was just like, get to the cup, and that's it.
Bruiser.
Yes.
Yeah. What position you play?
I was a guard. What you mean?
I mean, your body. You
I was a guard.
Shit.
I was like a 2-man.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I mean, I was just jumping, rebounding, transition.
When did you start playing with BABC?
I want to say my sophomore year of high school.
So when you went to
No, the year before I went to
before you
Vermont.
went to prep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So who was your BABC team?
Terrence Mann,
Yep.
Franklin Porter.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Frank, man.
Who we got? Bobby Martin.
Bobby Martin.
He was a bruiser. He went to Rice.
Got to see
And
it.
that's-
Got to watch the film.
That's really it. It was us 3.
How were y'all? Were y'all pretty good?
Nah, we were great. We did all the little things.
What do you mean great?
We did all the little things.
What do you mean great?
We always won our pool. And then we got the Peach Jam and it was over with. We always lost, we always lost to Mocan.
Oh my God. Won your pool?
Yeah, we always won our pool.
I mean,
We made it to Peach Jam
mhm.
and then we lost to Mocan to get past.
Who was on that Mocan team?
our first year, Shake Milton was killing us.
Really?
Shake Milton
Shout
and
out Shake, man.
Jawan Morgan was killing us.
Juwan Morgan. Shout out Juan. Getting married this summer.
Killing us.
Big time, bro. Damn.
Couldn't get past Mocan. They actually scouted shit, though.
Yeah. Mocan, they do shit
was
differently.
crazy.
They do shit differently.
Scouted, knew the plays, knew what we was trying to do, knew tendencies. I'm like, bro, is this college basketball already or what? It's high school.
So what was the biggest transition for you going from Wakefield to Vermont Academy?
I think just living at school. And then moving 2.5 hours away. Like I was a homebody. I was always home. Didn't really go out. Was in the crib before 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
My mom was real strict, so just being away from her and my family was crazy. It was very different.
Yeah.
I don't think it was tough because I feel like I needed it. So I got there and adapted like easy. There was no cell service up there, so I couldn't call home.
No cell service.
None.
Damn.
I'm in the middle. It was middle of nowhere in Vermont.
I heard it was near Lake
Winnipesaukee. Nah, that's 2.5 hours away. So yeah, I was 2.5 hours away from other boarding schools.
Oh my God. So they had y'all just secluded from everybody.
Bro, and the forest campus in the middle of it.
Damn.
Like, you know how you go somewhere and you get off the highway and it's like 5 minutes away down the road?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
You gotta hit dirt roads to get to my school.
That's wild. Oh
insane.
Gosh. Who was on your team?
Tyree Jones went to Xavier.
Okay. I think
trying to think of people you would know.
Just name some guys. Give them shout outs.
Christian David.
Yep.
Bailey Patella. Kendrick Gray. Patty Fish.
That was his name.
Patrick Fisher. He went to San Diego State. My boy Tinga Adieng, R.I.P. That was my guy.
Shout out all of them. I have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
Shout out all of them. Heard you played a fellow a Run Your Race pod alum, Devontae Graham.
Didn't go too well. So
what happened that game?
Yeah, it was my first year at Vermont. At the time, it was Christian Vitale, C.D. Keita, and a few other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brewster was top dog in the upset. It was D-Tay, Jared Terrell, Isaac Copeland. Beat us by 50.
Was Don on the team? Or he left?
Don was on the team.
Yeah.
And he was just a dunker.
Yeah, lob threat.
Lob threat, that's it.
Punching shit.
I think he was like...
We haven't Don on later. I'm going to ask him about it.
He was just a dunker then. Like, he could do a little bit, like handle the ball, but he was just dunking.
The way y'all feet make up is completely different.
He got size 20s.
Yeah, you got that. He there. Bow-legged as fuck. You got that. You got duck feet. Dog.
Wouldn't it be the other way, though? Shouldn't it be the other way?
Low key.
Size 12.
You wear 12?
12.
Yeah, Don feet.
Size 20s. Nah, he like size 17.
It's nasty.
Terrible. And he like 6'4".
It's nasty. We're starting to show off with his feet. We're going to show his shoes. We're going to show that shit real life.
How you 6'4" with a size 17?
That shit crazy, boy. But damn, Bruce, when did the offers start pouring in for basketball in high school?
First offer, Manhattan College in New York. Junior year of high school.
So not till junior year you didn't
Not till junior year.
Wow. That's crazy. Late bloomer.
Manhattan. I didn't even get offered from like Boston College or BU or any of that.
What?
Early. None.
So how did Miami happen? You took off?
I took off. So the end of my junior year in EYBL. I started playing well. Terrence is already gone. It was his senior year, so he didn't play. Frank was gone.
Yep.
So it was just me and Bob. And I was killing.
Cooking.
Killing. It was like Tatum was in our pool, Malik Monk was in our pool, and we came out and won that.
Won the whole pool.
Won that pool. Then we got the Peach Champion. You know what happened.
So how'd you get to Miami, brother? How did Jim Larinaga?
Yeah. So my recruiting process
Jim Larinaga
was different. I didn't answer anybody until I was ready to make a decision.
What you mean?
So like, coaches would text you, call you, and I did not answer.
You still do that shit to this day.
I did not answer at all, though.
Things don't change.
At all. Didn't answer until I was ready. because I just wanted to focus on my senior year.
Yep.
And then when I was ready, I called some schools. I was like, come up and watch me hoop. We hooped at like 6 a.m. up in Vermont.
Yeah.
Come and watch me hoop. Some teams came, some teams didn't. They were off me at the time, which North Carolina was off me. And
They was off you?
Off me. I called North Carolina and said, hey, I want to come. And they said, no, we're going to take 7th Woods. I said, all right, it's cool. I'll see y'all. And we're going to let y'all know what happened when we seen them in college. But,
Listen,
yeah, so Jim came up.
First of all, let's go to you're not going to disrespect my boy 7th like that. Play the clips. 7th was an animal in high school. Animal. But I get what you're saying. Carry on. Bruce, you saw the highlight clips.
I seen the highlight clips.
You saw the highlight clips.
But they highlights. They're not the whole game.
That's true.
But anyway,
That's true.
So Coach Larry Nagel came up.
Yep.
And it was just like a perfect fit. They had 2 guards leaving, Angel and Sheldon. And then obviously I wanted to play right away in the ACC, the best league at the time. And then I had something to prove against North Carolina. It was personal.
So you went to Miami because you wanted to play North Carolina?
I wanted to play North Carolina and Duke, yes.
So who was it between? Because I know it just won Miami.
My Final Four was IU, Purdue, and Xavier.
Not a bad Final Four. I had IU in my Final Four too.
IU was lit. You went on that visit?
Yeah, I did. Great time. Great time.
I wanted to commit on the visit.
We're going to leave that where it is. We're going to leave that there. But shout out IU, man. Great visit. Great visit. But Carolina's better. But I know your Miami visit had to be nice too.
No.
Really?
But I went Halloween weekend. It was too lit. We couldn't get it anywhere. And I didn't have no swag back then. I had the American flag bandana on with a 3/4 shirt with some khaki shits that I wear at boarding school.
I would have took your damn scholarship.
Bro, I couldn't dress.
I would have took your damn
I dressed like a prep school kid.
That's why I can't be no head coach in college. I see somebody walking up in there like that.
Bro, I had no swag, bro. I was in the middle of Vermont. What you want me to do? I knew Nike Techs, and that was it.
God, you living in Vermont.
Vermont.
Man. Shout out Vermont, man. Never been there, but.
So,
Bruce, you wanted to play Carolina, but you get to Miami. What was your welcome to college moment? How was your first conditioning test? Like anything?
So you talk about how big I was.
Because Bruce came in before we got on camera and was like, I didn't have no welcome to college moment.
Let me think.
Get the hell out of here.
So I would say the first day of us actually lifting, we were doing like circuits.
Yeah.
And we lifted like football players there. Like
football
max
school.
Bench, all that.
Football school.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like a full circuit. We going around. You go around 3 times. And then after, bro, I was so sore. I fell asleep in the locker room on the floor. And I had class in like 30 minutes. Fell asleep. Done. Sore shit.
Didn't even make it to class.
Didn't make it to class. And then I had reminders after that. Because I didn't go to class. And it was 6 a.m. My first 6 a.m. ever.
That's tough. God,
but game-wise, I would say it was our first big game was Iowa State and Orlando. That little Orlando tournament.
Yeah.
And Burton, I forget his first name, he was destroying us.
I think it was Devontae.
He was destroying us. We had this Kamari Murphy on him. He's supposed to be like a solid defender.
No, Kamari's a solid
defender.
He
a solid defender. Yeah. He switch out.
Murph. Shout out Murph, man.
Murph was getting destroyed that day. He our best defender. He was getting destroyed. Couldn't do nothing with him.
So he was on your team in Miami. You had some guys on there.
We had some dogs.
I had some dogs.
D. Reed.
Yeah.
Jaquan Newton.
Yes. I don't like Jaquan to this day.
DeJuan Hernandez.
Yeah.
He was heel at the time, but we had some dogs.
Yeah. Y'all had some
North Carolina, no.
Y'all had some guys.
Y'all know.
We'll get into it. Your freshman year. We get down there.
Mm-hmm.
Coral Gables.
The Watsco Center.
It was never lit until we got there, until y'all played Carolina or Duke. But when we got there, it was turned.
Big games is turning.
It's turned in there. So we get in there. I didn't play. I was hurt.
He was scared.
I was hurt. I broke my foot.
All right.
You was scared of what? Yeah, my foot.
When'd you get back?
Huh?
When'd you get back? A few games later?
I played y'all in the. Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we got the clips for that one too.
We're gonna talk about it. What do you mean? You got the clips?
You was guarding me. We know what happened that game. Y'all won, but
yeah. But the game I didn't play, Bruce and them won. Bruce went crazy.
Crazy.
He had 30. Was it just 30?
I had 30.
He had 30-piece chicken nugget.
How many shots?
Bro, I don't know your stat line.
Listen.
What was the stat line? Go ahead and give
30 points.
Play the clips for him.
On 11 shots. I was 8 for 11. 5 for 7 from 3.
We was living with the 3. And he was hitting it that night. So, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. We lived with it, we died. At the end of the day, I'll give you this. This a little boost your head a little bit. We had a whole film session on Bruce the next day. He was like, he wanted to come here. And he killed y'all. And I was like, I wasn't playing, coach. Never fear. Theo is here. Don't trip. We'll see him again.
Nah, that game was personal.
That game was personal.
And y'all didn't know it?
And you could tell it was personal because he was barking. Every shot he made, he was looking like, hey, y'all made this decision. Made this decision.
And then there was I got a picture. It was Seven Woods guarding me. And I just put it was like a thanking emoji.
Yeah.
And only I knew.
Yeah.
But I had to post that on the gram.
You posted on the gram?
I had to post it on the gram. Not there no more, but
petty boy.
For sure. For sure.
Shit. But Bruce, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's get into it. We saw you in ACC tournament though. What happened there? Who was back?
Theo was back.
Camera here. Who was back?
Theo was back.
Who won?
Y'all won. Y'all won by a substantial margin. I think
we beat the shit out of y'all.
I had 21 though on Theo.
You had 21 on
21 me? On Theo.
I had to contain you. I wasn't there to stop you. Contain. You had a personal vendetta against us. There was nothing stopping you.
You know who else took that game personal?
Who?
Joel Berry.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
He was in my shit.
That's because y'all was talking crazy. It was a revenge tour for us that year.
Nah. I never seen him like that before. Right. 94.
Yeah. That's because y'all, bro, we had to win that game because y'all whooped our ass.
It was a 30 clip.
Yeah. And I had the cool grays on. Play the clip. Go crazy out there.
You always wear
I think I had a punt.
You had a crazy dunk down the middle.
I had a crazy
fast break. No, you had a crazy one.
Play the clip. I was going crazy. But Bruce did have a good game. He did have a good game, but I wasn't worried about that. I about said the N-word. But I wasn't worried about him. It was about the win. It wasn't about what Bruce was getting. He was getting off. He played well. Bruce is like, in college, he handled a little bit, but he was a slasher. I don't do well with slashers. I'm out here trying to play fundamental.
And y'all play up.
Yes.
Back doors is open.
Back doors open all damn game.
All day.
And then we changed it always at the end of the year, and we end up winning. But Bruce, college was good for you. College, you went crazy. Then he said,
I'll say my second year then.
No, your second year you went.
I was hurt.
That's when it was tough.
That's when it was tough.
Then you had to see me. What?
When?
First of all, Bruce was part of one of the most detrimental times of my college career on that bullshit shot by Jaquan Newton.
Yeah.
Ended my senior night off a game winner from half. Oh my God, I was sick as a dog.
I don't know how he made that.
I don't know how he made that shit.
Joel came down and hit a crazy one too.
Yeah. Off the
right.
one leg. Tough. Play the clip, but then you can play the Jaquan shit. It's all right. I'm over it.
I was sick.
Yeah, I was sick as a dog.
Did you see me hobbling out there?
Yes.
Boot on one.
I thought you had the scoop.
No. I had a boot.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't put pressure on my foot yet, but I ran out one. I was like, oh,
Yeah. And then you know what happened after that? Then we saw y'all again in the tournament, in the ACC tournament. cooked.
I wasn't playing.
I cooked them.
I wasn't playing though.
I might have had. I think what I had 25.
I wasn't
23?
playing. I wasn't playing.
You wouldn't
that
have
would never
mattered.
happen.
You wouldn't have mattered. You
Me,
wouldn't have mattered.
Lonnie, stop.
Yeah,
We had pros on that team.
Be honest. That team might have been better than the year before.
Yes. No.
Why?
No.
Why?
The year before we could play together. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do.
Because y'all had sites.
The next year, we had too many people trying to do one thing.
Score.
Yes.
But y'all had
talent-wise,
a lot
we
of
were better.
bucket getters.
Yeah, talent-wise, we were way better.
Y'all had, bro, you and Lonnie?
Don't forget about Chris Likes.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, all three of y'all, that might have been better than the year before.
Yeah, talent-wise, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Talent-wise, yes.
Like, if y'all throw the ball up, I think y'all win 7 of the 10.
Against y'all?
No. Against, like, if those two teams,
Yeah,
first
for sure.
year and your second year.
For sure. But one team played like a team, and the other one, we were trying to figure ourselves out.
I don't know. D. Reed might have changed something.
D. Reed was going crazy in college.
D. Reed was nice.
He still is nice.
No, he's still nice, but I'm just saying, like, in
he
college.
was different in
oh
college.
My God. He was a problem. But, Bruce, you're injured. Then you get to the draft.
It's a draft.
Take a gamble.
And I was cooking you in pre-draft. We
Wait
ain't
a
going
minute.
to talk about that. The Don McClain workouts.
Oh, yeah.
Not the actual, like, team workouts, but
Yeah. You was cooking me?
always.
I don't recall that, brother.
Theo, Bruce Brown, 1v1, we know who's winning.
You
On
cooked
court.
me?
Yeah.
God, I got to see the film on that, Bruce.
Theo don't play
I'm
no
confused.
defense.
I don't remember that at
You
all.
don't play no defense. You play
I
team
contain-
defense.
Yes. I play team defense.
That's it.
You think so 1-on-1, you cooking me.
I wouldn't say I'm cooking you, but I'm winning.
Why is that? Because you fouled.
Because I'm not like a one-on-one player,
Yeah.
but I got enough where I can figure it out.
Understandably so. So, Bruce, how many workouts you do?
18.
We about the same amount.
18 and thing. I did Boston twice, too. I thought I was going there draft night.
Thought you was going there.
27.
What was your best workout? Boston?
Boston, by far.
What was your
I
worst
was-
workout?
Oh, Brooklyn. Oh, my God. After that one, I said, I know I'm not coming here. So it was me and Dante. And the first thing you do is you shoot right away. You know, I ain't, at the time, I'm broke.
Yeah.
Bad. And that was the first thing you did, bro. I was airballing everything. Like, no field shots, no layups, nothing. Stretching and straight corner threes. Done. I was like, I'm not going there. I had to call Ty. I said, I'm not going to Brooklyn. I know that. I'm not going to Brooklyn. 29 off the board.
So you do 18 workouts. God damn, bro. Do you remember how tired?
It was a grind.
You know how tired we were after that shit?
Didn't you do like a crazy back-to-back one? Like a LA, New
No,
York?
I talked about this yesterday. Yes, I went to New York and LA on a back-to-back.
Yeah.
Nuts. Set me up.
And then Brooklyn, I
You
had
gonna
a
get tired
back-to-back.
here, bro.
I had a back-to-back. Brooklyn put me in the last seat on the plane. And it was so tight. And I had 3 people with me.
Where'd you go?
I think I went to Atlanta after.
Oh, congratulations. I went to Los
I didn't
Angeles.
go to LA.
Bro.
I ain't work out with LA.
Really?
Mm-mm.
What's up? But I did that on a back-to-back.
That's a terrible one. That's
Where'd you celebrate the draft at? Where were you at?
I was in New York.
Yeah, you were
was
in
at
New
the
York.
draft.
You was at the draft. Yeah, it says using the green room.
So Todd going in, it was like your range is 15 through 35. So we didn't work out with anybody past 35. It was Orlando.
Yes.
So the draft start, I'm nervous as a mug. But Robert Williams keep dropping. So 27 was like, it was Boston. So I did 2 workouts, killed both of them. So I'm like, all right, that's a possibility. Hey, maybe go back home.
Yeah.
So Rob keep dropping. He go 27. So now I'm like, damn, maybe I go Orlando.
Yeah.
35 hit. They pick Melvin Frazier.
We gonna leave that where it's
Melvin Frazier go. I'm like, damn. Like I ain't work out with nobody past there. So I'm like, I might go undrafted. And I'm sick. My mom's sick. Ty's sick. And then he get a call. I think Washington was like, can we get him on a 2-way?
Yeah.
Ty said, hell no. Hung up the phone real quick. He's like, no. Hung up. And then a few seconds later, Detroit called, said he gonna get me at 42.
Look at you now.
And then I get to the back.
Yeah.
Kyrie Thomas go 38 to Philly, but they traded him to Detroit.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the whole time in the back, I'm getting traded to Philly, like do a little pick swap.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know what was going on back there, but it worked out. It was
Ended
cool.
up going to Detroit.
It was cool. Ended up going
Man.
42.
You get drafted 42. Ain't nothing wrong with getting undrafted, brother.
Nothing wrong with that.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
You know, it happens to the best of us.
Now we're going into 6 years.
Ty. But so yeah, going to year 6. You start off in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You're with Andre Drummond, who was a rebounding monster at Detroit. Was Blake there the first year?
That was Blake's All-NBA year.
Talk about that.
Between the legs, step backs. I've never seen. So going in the league, Blake just dunks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get to a little float,
Mm-hmm.
right hand float. But going in, I didn't know he had that much skill. But we was running pick and rolls for him.
Yeah.
He was going behind the back, between the legs,
I was
step
running
back three.
Blake Drum pick and rolls.
Yes.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. He was bringing the ball up.
Yeah.
Play was called 42.
I was going crazy.
42. Blake was getting ISOs. Blake was going crazy. I never seen anything like that before from him.
What was your welcome to NBA moment? When you was like, damn, I'm here, but I got a lot to in.
I would say I had 2.
Okay.
I think here in Vegas, when I first got with the team and I was next to Blake, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, that's BG. And then I would say guarding Kemba. Torching my ass. All year, Kemba torching me.
Yeah. That was fresh knees.
That was Hornets, Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte
going
Hornets.
crazy.
Kemba.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hated playing him.
Cardiac Kemba.
It got to a point like, like you ice on the side. I said, I'm not icing. You just go and I'll follow. I'm not doing that with him.
We're not giving you options.
And I had to pick up 94.
Yeah.
I'm not picking up Kemba 94 feet.
It don't make no sense.
You go, I'll follow, and I'll rear view contest.
Rear view contest. Hope you missed.
Hope you missed.
Because he had a clip.
And he was getting by Dre. You know he liked to reach on pick and rolls.
Oh, Dre, he definitely a stab guy. He's stabbing at the ball every
layup,
oh my God. He
made me look crazy.
Every single time. But Bruce, you had a big transition from year 1 to year 2. I remember coming to Summer League, and we was talking like, he was like, yeah, I'm point guard. I was like, hey, come say what? You what? I'm the point guard. I said, Bruce, what the hell are you talking about? Then Bruce goes out there and get a triple dub.
Trip dub.
Hey, listen, before even Bruce got here, bro, me and Bruce, we were each other's biggest fans. I was Bruce hype man. I was going to every game in the Summer League. We was sitting courtside, go crazy, all that shit, bro. Bruce got the triple dub. I was like, this motherfucker might be a point guard. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Then we were supposed to play each other again. But they shut me down. They shut me down.
He was going so crazy, they shut him down.
They shut me down. But y'all had J.A.
Bro, yeah. We had J.A.
That was out of pocket.
It was crazy.
Nick
You're right.
was coming off what?
But bench? He wanted to play.
That's $100 million man. He wanted to play in that joint?
He wanted to play. I don't know.
I'm happy they shut me down before that game.
No, it was crazy. I remember it was Kyrie Thomas.
Kyrie Svi. Makalu.
Svi. Who else was on that team? I don't know.
I think that was it.
Did you make the playoffs the first year?
Yeah. In Detroit?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got up out of there quick.
Y'all got up out of there.
4 games gone. Giannis.
Yeah. That's when Blake had the knee.
Yeah, he had 30 or what a tournament is because I think
crazy.
He was. Yeah, crazy with the little.
Bro, the fact that he fought through that was. How was Detroit in the playoffs?
Like games?
Yeah.
I would say game 3 was lit.
Yeah.
And then game 4, everybody knew it was over. So they ain't show up. Game 4 was over. Game 3, you come out lit. The best I ever seen.
Shout out Detroit fans, man. Y'all realists out there.
Game 4.
I said, we ain't even going to the game, bro. Selling my
but no game was close. It was all blowouts.
There was one game close, though. Was it 4?
Theo. I think I started my NBA career 0-12 against the Bucks.
The Bucks, yeah.
And I don't think any of them was close.
Damn.
I didn't win until I got to Brooklyn against the Bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. So then year 3, you go to BK. No.
Year
you
3, I got traded.
Traded.
Yep.
Yes, you got traded. I remember that because I had left.
You want to know why I got traded?
Yeah, why'd you get traded? Talk about it.
So, it was COVID. We ain't go to the bubble.
To the bubble, yes.
So we had 2 weeks, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off in the city that we played in, but it wasn't mandatory, right? So it's August, and Troy Weaver comes in, like his new GM or whatever his position is, and it's around my birthday in August, and I'm like, I've been there all the other times I'm there, right? This one time, I'm like, listen, it's my birthday, like, I'm gonna just stay home for this 2 weeks, but I'm gonna come back right after. So before I tell him this, they calling me like, hey, like, you want to get together on dinner, like go golf or whatever? I'm like, cool, like it's straight. I tell him that I come back after the 2 weeks. They don't say nothing to me.
Sayonara.
They say nothing to me.
Play the clip, Drew's clip. Sayonara.
Hey, we got good and bad news. Good news, we got your payment, buddy. Bad news, they gave you life. Sayonara.
Then I go to the training staff. I'm like, I think I'm about to be out of here. They not talking to me. They not saying what up, nothing.
Bro, it is crazy. When they know you ain't coming back, everybody just change up, switch up quick.
They like, nah, like you good. Like you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
I walk in the next day. I'm walking in for my workout. They call, you gone. Brooklyn.
They told you how they say it.
So Todd called me at like 6 a.m, like, hey, you might get traded today. They talking, like, Brooklyn really interested in you, like, you might go to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, straight. I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Mm.
I'm literally walking into my workout. I get a random, I don't got Troy's number saved. Random phone call. I answered. Troy like, hey, we're going in a different direction. You going to Brooklyn. Straight like that. I said, all right. Walked in, said bye, walk out.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, straight to New York.
Hey, see y'all later.
And at the time, I hated New York. I didn't want to go to New York.
Yeah, it's always at the time.
Hated New York.
Always at the time when you hate New York. Because I did not like it when I first got there.
And the one team I didn't want to go to because I love playing against y'all, it was the Nets.
Yeah.
Because y'all were disrespectful.
I was talking crazy ass when you was in Detroit. And Bruce was proving me right every damn time.
The first year,
you
not the second
buy
year.
A shot.
I couldn't make one.
You couldn't make
but
one.
But I finally made one in front of the bench in Brooklyn. I finally got to say something.
Yeah, kinda. You, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
But Bruce, you get traded to a team with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that. How was that? That's a big time change. You in championship mode at that point.
For sure. I feel like for me, first getting there, I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
To be honest. Because it was like, I wasn't on ball anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so deep. They had Torian Prince, Karras, Joe, Spencer. Like, what the am I supposed to do here? And then obviously they made moves, and then I found my niche. But when I first got there, I was like, bro, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to play. I didn't play all preseason. Not one game.
They didn't play the whole preseason?
Not one game in preseason. Not one.
I remember that. We talked.
I was
sick.
Sick.
I called you. We talked about this.
I was sick. Like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be here. Like, send me somewhere where I'm going to play.
And then you start hooping now.
Then I started hooping. Then we traded for James. People don't know, I started point guard like 3 games. Like, Kai was out the 2 weeks he was out.
You started PG?
I was starting PG. 15 and 14 in the Garden. And I had another crazy game against the Nuggets. I was going crazy. We won, yeah, for sure. Both of them. And then James came, and I was a 5-man.
Yeah, you was a 5.
I was a 5-man.
We got to talk about that. Bruce, you were the starting 5. Well, not starting, but you pretty much ended the game.
Basically.
At 5.
Yes. With the 5-man on me. Screen and roll, floaters.
You was floating the hell out of people.
I did not miss.
It was crazy.
Did not miss. But
how did you come to, like, I know how you do it. I know how you did it because I have done it. I was guarding damn Rudy Gobert this year.
Wait,
Like,
what game? You did it one game, and y'all sealed the game. I forget what it was.
What?
I think they hit you in the short
That
roll.
was Clippers. Yep. Clippers game. Short roll. Hit Tim on the pop.
Yep.
Listen, we're utility guys. Wherever we need to be, we're going to get that shit done.
We're going to get it done.
But, Bruce, so that's being your first time in the league. You're not ever expecting being a 5-man in the league.
No.
Talk about how you mentally just got to like, listen, I'm going to just get this shit done. Whatever I need to do, I'm going to just do it.
So one, it was contract year.
Okay.
So I had to figure that one out.
Yep.
But then it was like they always put the weakest defender on me.
Uh-huh.
And then obviously with James, KD, and Kai out there, they want the weakest defender.
Yeah.
So I would go set screens, and at the time they would hedge. So if I slip,
you wide open.
Only time I get to score.
Uh-huh.
So I said, look, I'm doing that every time. Half court, I don't care. I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
Get to the cup. And then it's like you got Joe Harris on the other side.
So they
don't want to help. So I get dunks and layups. I was shooting like 70% in the paint.
No, you was going crazy.
5-man.
You was going crazy.
Yeah. Did not miss in the paint just because it was so wide open. So I mean, if that was going to get me on the floor, I said, yeah, well, I'll do it.
And that was year 3.
That was year 3.
That was year 3. What year was it with the Bucks series where KD Foot was on the
Year
line?
3.
Year 3.
Yep.
Talk about that. How sick was everybody?
I thought we was going to get them out of there. First 2 games, we beat them by like 30, 40. Like, not even close.
No, the first 2 games was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Like,
it was
easy.
I honestly thought y'all was going to win the whole damn thing.
We should have.
But then Kyle didn't roll his ankle.
Kyle didn't roll his ankle was over. I mean, and James' hamstring was messed up.
Yeah, he was playing on
He was
one
out there
leg.
one leg.
Yeah, one leg.
And we went to game 7 with him.
Yeah.
And it was, what, this much?
By that, yeah.
I was on the bench. I didn't even think it was a 3. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But no, that game 7 was insane. Just like the atmosphere, being in there, how like locked in people was. Because I seen T-Man go for 40 the night before.
Yes. And
I was like, that's my dog. I need to lock in too.
Yeah.
I need to have one of those games too. So I was locked. But that atmosphere was crazy.
Bruh. BK in the playoffs it be turned.
It be turned. BK be turned when it need to be turned.
When it need to be turned, it be turned there.
But then their fans just love basketball.
Yeah. They there for the game.
Yes. They there
like
for the
sometimes
game.
it's not for just Brooklyn. They're just there for the game.
Yeah,
they want to see a good
they
basketball
see
game.
Dunks and they share for everybody.
They don't care who team you on.
Who it is.
So hey, shout out BK though. It was a good time when I was there. But so then after BK, you go to Denver. And you're in Denver and you do something special.
First of all, let's talk about the free agency process first.
Let's go ahead and get into the free agency process because I know you want to get it off your chest. Go ahead and talk about it, brother.
So Theo called me every day talking about where we going, right? Where are we going? First of all, I obviously had a great second year in the playoffs, played really well. Crickets.
Yeah.
Didn't know where I was going throughout free agency. Nobody was really interested at the time. But maybe they were, but they weren't committed. I wasn't their first option or second option or third. And then all the money dried up. And I didn't know where I was going. And then Ty was called. Frank actually at like 4 a.m. was like, he has to sign with Denver. Like, there was no other options. And then Coach Malone called me at like 8 a.m. was like, I don't know why you still on the board. I didn't think you would still be here. But I think it's a perfect fit. Calvin Booth called me and was like, Jamal is not going to play all 82 because he's coming off injury. Mike's coming off injury, so he's not going to play all 82, so we need somebody to be a ball handler.
Yeah.
And I said, lock me in.
Yeah.
That's all I need to hear. I did not want to play the 4-man short roll anymore.
Yeah.
So it was just perfect.
Bruh. Look at that. Look at the Lord. The blessing in disguise.
I'll tell you this. I was not happy at the time.
Oh, trust me. I know.
If
anybody know, I know.
We went to catch.
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah. Not a happy camper.
Not a happy camper.
But ended up working out because you were going crazy this year.
Crazy.
Oh, my gosh. I couldn't talk shit to you no more. I couldn't say nothing.
And I was scoring and looking right at you every time.
Yeah.
Remember the back-to-back in Dallas?
Yeah. First of all, you shouldn't have won that one either. Because we beat the shit out of y'all the first game.
The first game.
Second game. I don't like that.
Why? We figured y'all out. We was cool.
You didn't figure shit out.
Yes, you did.
Didn't we win the season series?
I did.
Exactly.
No. It was 2-2. It was 2-2. But I don't think.
Oh, yeah, it was.
2-2.
It was.
It was 2-2.
It was. Because we about came back and beat
But not
y'all.
a lot of teams won in Denver, and y'all won in Denver.
Yeah, we did. Off of back-to-back. Yeah.
Y'all was
Yes, we
solid.
did. No, we were.
Hey,
Fell apart.
Dorian? Nice.
Yeah. Doe could play, man.
Doe could play.
Doe could play. He sat down.
And he was
too.
talking that shit.
Bro, you made a big three in the which game was the game we won?
Game y'all won.
The game we won. You
I
made
thought it was
I
over.
was about to be so sick.
Corner 3.
Oh my God. We left your ass on purpose and then you made us add we left you on purpose.
We're not gonna do that because at the time I was shooting 40%. Y'all didn't leave me on purpose. Y'all were just doubling Nikola the whole game.
So
And it was just a swing. Because
Yes.
Sweeney's
and nobody does that.
that's
though.
Sweeney's
But no
def-
one doubles Nikola like we did.
no.
It worked.
Eh,
It worked-ish.
it worked that game.
Yeah, it worked-ish.
But yeah, I thought it was over with. And I hit that 3. I thought it was over.
I was sick, bro. But we ended up winning, so it didn't really matter.
I hit 2 big 3s though that game.
No, you did. You hit a corner one and a wing one.
The wing one, I dribbled out though. That was tough.
Yeah.
That was a tough bucket.
Oh my God. Shit pissing me off. Let's go ahead and talk about who you are playing with right now. You are playing with the best who you played with. You played with the best player in the league.
In the world.
In the world. I mean, clearly, yeah.
In the world.
But how it's always different up front. Like we played with some of the best players that ever played this
Yeah.
game. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kai,
I would say
Jokic. Like,
yeah, so playing with Kai, James, and K, it's very different than playing with Nikola.
yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say Kai and them are unselfish, but I feel like Nikola's too unselfish,
Yeah.
right? He gonna make the right play every single time. Like, K can shoot over 2 people, Kai can shoot over 2 people and score.
Yes.
Nikola not gonna do that.
Yeah.
He gonna pass it and believe that you're gonna make that shit.
Every single time.
Every single time. It's not a time. There's multiple times this year I've taken game-winning shots off his pass. And he's supposed to shoot it.
How many game-winning shots you hit? He didn't hit none.
I hit a few big ones.
hit none. The out of here. You didn't hit none. You would know. You would have been
I ain't
talking
hit no
about
game winners, but I hit big ones to put us up to seal it.
some sealers.
To seal it.
Okay, got you. You ain't no
Um,
game winner.
I know game winner buzzer. I've never hit one of those in my life. I wish. I have not.
I don't wish that because I wouldn't hear the end of the shit.
I've not hit one. But like, yeah, so he's too unselfish sometimes. Like, it's times you gotta tell him, shoot the ball, stop passing the
go
ball.
Crazy,
But yeah, I mean, he's different.
bro. Unbelievable.
He's
player,
different.
bro.
The way he makes the game look so easy. Like when he want to score a little back down, don't matter what hand, nobody's guarding him.
Let's go ahead and get into this because it just happened. Let's get into this run, man. First, y'all start off with Minnesota. Y'all going to the playoffs, number 1 seed.
Yep.
Y'all start off with Minnesota. Get them the hell up out of there. Y'all tricked one game though.
We tricked in Minnesota, yeah. Bad one.
Come on, bro.
That's supposed to be a
Happened
sweep.
there.
We supposed to
Y'all
have like
supposed-
3 sweeps.
Y'all tricked the shit out of that one.
Yeah.
Minnesota knew they couldn't beat y'all though.
Ant was going OD though.
Ant was
is
losing his
next up.
No, Ant is a problem.
Ant is OD.
Oh my gosh. Dude is an
I would
issue.
say this year the toughest players to guard was Ant and Shea.
We're gonna ask you about Shea later. But Jesus Christ, Ant was cooking.
Cooking. Doing everything though. All 3 levels.
Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I thought he was gonna hit that shot. Game 6. No, game 5.
I was contesting it.
Yeah,
It was online.
I thought he was gonna hit.
It was
that one.
it was online.
It was
looked
online.
Good.
It looked
looked
good.
It was just long.
So y'all get Minnesota up out of there.
Yep.
Then y'all play the Suns.
Yeah.
Coming in with Book, coming in with KD, coming in with CP. CP ended up getting injured.
CB got hurt.
But man, the one game I want to talk about. First of all, you going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You losing your mind out there. But Jokic went, bro. The one game y'all lost,
Yeah, 50, right?
bro. It was insane. He scored every time he wanted to.
because
But that's the shit everyone's talking about. That's the shit you're talking about. Like he could do that every time.
the Suns play straight up.
They didn't help
with
at all.
Ayton. They didn't help. The reason why we lost those 2 games is because we switched up our defensive plan from the first 2 games.
Mhm.
We started trapping KD and Book every time.
Yeah.
But then we figured out, like, if they both get 40, that's not going to beat us.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're Nikola where he's going to get 40 but 10 assists.
Yes.
Like, Book might get 7 assists.
Yeah.
KD might get 7 assists, but, like,
The crazy part about that shit is they were shooting so efficiently.
Book was making
It was
every shot.
it was getting crazy, bro.
He was making every shot.
Like it was to the point we had they should have drug tested him because it was getting crazy.
It was
bro.
insane.
He missed like 4 shots in 2 games.
See his shot chart?
Yes.
It was all green.
It was
And to put
nuts,
all green,
bruh.
like that's crazy. He's taking what, 20 shots a game?
Bro, it was crazy. But y'all get the Suns up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Then shit. Y'all play La La Land. The Lakers.
I think that series for us was like more personal than any other series.
It clearly
Don't know why,
looked
but it
like
was like
y'all
we were at
wanted
their
that
neck.
smoke.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted
And
all that
we was
smoke.
talking that everybody. Nicole, I've never seen Nikola like speak on the court. He wasn't
shit.
talking shit, but he was like into the game.
Yeah.
Like
Like he wasn't playing no games.
he was
bro.
playing no games.
Bro,
Like
that
he had something to prove, and he the best player in the world.
that game 1 game was crazy. Game 1 was nuts.
Trying to remember what happened.
I mean,
Alert.
Jokic hit the crazy one-legged on AD.
But he was mad at me that play
Why?
because he wanted me to come set the screen. I was just trying to get out the way.
Yeah, let him do his
Like, do your thing.
do your
Like,
number, brother.
What you want me to do? It's like 2 seconds left. My screen ain't gonna help you.
Hey, listen, he did his thing anyway. But shit. But did you think y'all was gonna sweep him?
No, I did not.
I'm glad
I did
you
not. I did
honest.
not think we were gonna sweep them. I thought they'd get 1 in LA. Like I knew we were gonna get game 3.
Yeah. You knew you was gonna get game
I
3.
knew we was gonna get game 3. I thought they would get game 4, just off of they're down 3-0
Yeah.
and they're gonna play way harder. But Brown ran out of gas.
Listen.
Like he had 30
We
in
were
the
doing the
first half.
broadcast.
First half.
And Brian had 30 in the first half. When
Yeah.
he left the court, I said, oh, he going to lay down. He is going to the back to take a damn nap.
So what were they up 15?
Huh?
And it was like we were just missing shots.
Yeah.
And Bron, he couldn't. He
He
would have
was-
to. He was gonna have to score 60.
He was done.
He was done.
He left the game
He was done.
in the second quarter with 15 seconds left to go take a nap.
Yeah, he was done.
He was
He
done,
was burnt
bro.
out.
What he in with?
And
30,
30 something.
30 something.
He was so passive. Like to start the third quarter, we were like, oh,
Oh, yeah, he's done.
it's done.
He hoping somebody else comes along with him.
And then we were switching matchups on him. Like then my little ass was in his shit, and then
Yeah.
AG strong was. So
AG was huge.
AG was huge.
AG was
the whole
huge,
playoffs.
The whole playoff. Shout out AG. We need you on the pod, AG. Shit. But then, Bruce, shit, bro, you make it to the finals.
Mhm.
I know you was hyped. Talk about the pressure or like your feeling of when you got the starting lineup, national anthem before the shit just even jump off.
I don't think it's even pressure. I think you just treat it like every other game. Like so.
That's the
Obviously, the
cliche
magnitude
answer.
is crazy. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like obviously the magnitude is crazy.
Yeah.
Like where you probably nervous going into the national championship, but it's different because
Yeah.
that's one game.
Yeah,
We have a series,
that's true.
so it's like
The
it's
series
real
changes.
different. Yeah, it's real different.
Yeah, I feel
like
that.
I wasn't. There was no point where I was like nervous or like I felt like damn I'm in the finals until the last game.
Yeah.
But I mean it was just like a normal like every other game. Like it wasn't anything special. Well, it was special, but not anything different.
So when you lost game 2, first of all, game 1, I thought you was going for finals MVP. I was like, oh shit. I think Bruce the best player in the world. You was going crazy.
Crazy,
What was up with you?
different mindset. I was locked. I think that was the most I've ever been locked in basketball in my life.
I mean,
Obviously,
I
it was
hope so.
yeah. I mean, but like
I mean, you
I went to a different level.
Oh yeah, I hope so, Bruce. It's the finals. He's like, shit.
And I think the game 5 in Phoenix helped me
Why is that?
at 25. But it wasn't like a bullshit 25. Like I had the ball in my hands working.
Yeah.
So like that helped me obviously with the Lakers series and then me
Took
being
off.
like the backup ball handler and
Mhm.
all the other series.
Man. So then y'all lose game 2. Talk
Mhm.
about the locker room, how y'all were feeling after y'all lose game 2. Tough win. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I thought y'all was gonna win. Who did I pick? I kept going back and forth. I was lying. I picked Denver in like 6. I think I
6.
said 6.
So game 2, we just bullshitted. Like we didn't come to play.
Tricked it off.
Didn't come to play. And we all knew it after the game. So it wasn't like we were pissed, but we all knew like Miami didn't have enough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just came out, we didn't want to play that game, which was kind of crazy to say that. Like people not playing hard in the finals.
Yeah.
But we did not play hard game 2.
Hey, listen, that's called being honest with yourself.
And I think that showed what game 3 and game 4 in Miami.
Yeah. Because y'all was ready. Y'all was ready.
We were ready.
And that's big time to go win 2 games on the road, then come back and win at the crib. Y'all just got them up out of there. Y'all, and I don't know who said it, but y'all weren't playing around with nobody. Y'all just like, let's just get these motherfuckers up out of here and win this damn
Everybody
chip.
get they one. Phoenix was our toughest series.
Yeah. Damn. Toughest.
But I would say, honestly, our toughest series was
Lakers.
No. Minnesota.
Why?
I don't know. And them, it was just always like that. They just had, I don't know. It was just something about them. Yeah, I mean, they had good players. Like, it was Mike Conley, Cat, Ant. Like, I think that was our toughest series. I mean, Phoenix, it was just blowouts each game. I mean, Minnesota was just
I thought all the Lakers games were close though.
Yeah, but it never felt like we were gonna lose.
I feel that.
Any game.
I feel that.
Even when they went on their little run, like Austin Reeves was hitting threes and it never felt like, oh, we're about to lose.
We're gonna take care of this shit. But Bruce, shit, y'all winning game 5 in Denver. Talk about that feeling when you realize we really won this shit.
So it was the last field goal of the game. I hit that putback.
Yep.
In my head at the time, I'm like, bro, I might have won a game.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in that same situation, game 7 in Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, bro, this can't happen again. Like, I think I made the game with a layup, and then they come down and score and win. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Like, we were just super locked in on the defensive end. KCP got to stop that next play, hit 2 free throws, and I hit 2 free throws to seal. But I didn't know what to think. But I'm running down the court like, oh my! Like, there's a picture like me holding my head. Like, we really just won this. Like, at the highest level, we just won. I mean, it was a crazy day. Like, the atmosphere in there was insane too.
Like, just to think about where we were in catch, you are pissed off for how everything transpired, and now you sitting here a champion.
A champion.
Like, can't write a better story. Like, it's an unbelievable feeling. Proud of you. I mean, the team, y'all were the best team. Yeah. I mean, as far as team-wise, y'all were the best. Y'all
trade, when they picked, obviously, I signed there, and then when they got KCP, it was like...
Yeah. Because y'all was all shooting about 40 from 3, and it was nuts.
Everyone. It was everyone.
Everybody.
Even AG.
Yes. Y'all was shooting, everybody was shooting 40 from 3. So
40.
it was, y'all had the best team. Y'all had the best player in the world. And Jamal took another level. He showed that he's still here. And
Mike, don't forget about Mike. Mike was going crazy,
5,
even though he didn't. Yeah, without Mike, game 5, we lose.
Mike was,
and he was struggling all finals.
Because everybody was struggling. Everybody was struggling, but him in game 5.
Yes, I was 0-5 from 3, wide open ones though.
Yeah, like y'all couldn't buy a basket. It was crazy. But talk about the parade, man. How was the parade?
I was drunk.
Yeah, why the fuck you had your shirt off?
Why not? J.R. Smith.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Nah, it was lit. I think it was like 790,000 people there.
God.
And there's only like 600,000 in Denver. Something like that. It was crazy. It was crazy. I've never, even when, like, the little stage where we were at, I've never seen that part of Denver.
No, like, looking at the pictures and shit, it looked ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. It was crazy.
How drunk were you? Scale to 1
I'll
to
tell
10.
you this. I don't drink beer, and I chug 2 beers.
You just acting stupid.
Yeah, I was just out there just
I don't
doing
like beer
anything. They
either.
was throwing the beers on outside the crowd was throwing beers to the truck. Montucky's chug that one and a Pacifico, whatever it's called.
Jokic got you fucked up in Vegas?
Bro, he had me drinking some Serbian whiskey. We was taking shots. So my goal all night was to get him drunk,
Yeah.
right? And he just flipped the script. But he a bigger body, and I wasn't even thinking that.
Yeah.
And
You
we
weren't
was taking
thinking that
shots
when
of
you
like
looking
some
at his
Serbian
7-foot
whiskey,
ass?
and I was finished, bro.
You can't drink with them, bro.
I'm not. I'm done. I learned my lesson.
Nah, they different.
He's different.
They are different.
He is different, drink. I'm not.
It is
Never
crazy.
again. The
Oh
flight
my
was the
God.
next morning we had a PJ the next morning at like 8. I woke up at 11:50. Called Simone like, she booked me a flight.
You call Simone and Quoia.
Simone.
Yeah. We don't know. Listen, I don't know who we working with anymore. It's a rocky situation. We don't
I should just call it to Quoia though.
Yes,
Because it's always like, yeah, she's dealing. She passed it over.
She just passed it to Sequoia.
Uh-huh.
How'd you find out?
Simone.
Simone told you.
Simone told me.
You know who told me?
Who?
Nobody. Nobody told me.
Simone told me.
Nobody told me.
When did you find out though?
I found out, apparently, this is how this all happened. So I'm texting Simone. Everything I text Simone, it says, just send it to Quoia. So I'm like,
Wait. That's what she answered with?
yes. Every time she's like, okay. I'm gonna just send it to Quoia. She's gonna get it. I said, okay. But I did it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, and I just stopped texting Simone. Like she not, and you know how you pin people on
Yes,
your
on the
shit?
top. Yeah.
I unpinned her. What I need to pin you for? I don't even talk to you like
That's
that.
crazy.
I had to unpin her. So I didn't have to
she
pin Quoia.
She didn't even come out and say, Theo.
Nada. Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
She didn't say Thalaf.
No. You wildin'. You wildin'. You better get careful.
Wait.
You better get careful. No,
So-
she did not call me. She did not say that. This is what she told me. She said you told. She said you told me. She said you told me.
I think I did though.
You might have told me.
I think I did.
But you probably told, that's because I was
I
probably
think I
like,
told you by accident.
yes, I think we were just talking about it. I'm like, bro, you know Simone keep telling me to sending me
I think
to
I told
Quoia,
you by
and was
accident.
Like,
I
you know,
wasn't-
yes,
Yeah.
you did. You
Yeah,
did.
and I said, don't
You
say
did.
nothing.
You did. You told me not to say that.
Yeah.
But why the they ain't just come tell me? It's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
You see this shit wild.
I
bro.
was surprised.
Yeah, I heard she was sitting. They was having meetings. They had a meeting with DT. Had a meeting with you.
No
Just
meeting with me.
Just so everybody know, Simone is like our manager-ish. Was our manager-ish, and we call her. She helped us out with everything.
Everything.
Shout out Simone. But she had delegated all her shit to Quoia without talking to me. Didn't ask if I was okay with it or if we could transpire, if we can do that at all.
Nothing.
She just did it. So I was like, okay, whatever. But she had a meeting with DT, met with Bruce. Bruce said no. So Bruce said, I ain't doing it. I'm not going for the shit.
Not going for it.
So it is what it is. But shout out Quoia and Simone. We don't know what the hell we would do without them.
At all.
Have no idea
They
what
know
we'd
more
do
about my
without.
life than I do.
I trying to get them on the pod. They scared. They camera shy. I don't know what the hell that means, but there's only 4 cameras in this shit. So who cares? But like I said, Bruce, last thing, you signed for 2-year, $45 million. Talk about it. How did it feel at the time when you found out that you were going to Indiana and you got to the
Yeah,
bag?
so it really came out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Like obviously there was a few teams who had the mid-level interested. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get 13 years, 3 years, like 40. I'm like, I'm fine with that. That's fine. I don't care. Still a pay raise. And then randomly I got a call from Ty and he was like, a team might offer you 2 years, 40.
Mhm.
What are you talking about? You talking about 20
Yeah.
a year? He's like, yeah, it might happen. I'll let you know. Hung up the phone.
Yeah.
And he called me, he like, 2 years, 45, it's on the table. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
What do you,
Ty,
sign it right away.
Ty, why
Tell them right away, I'm coming.
I would have hit him. I would have hit him. I would have.
I mean, because you understand, there was other options.
I would have hit his ass.
There was other options on the table.
You calling me for?
He was just.
No, don't call me. Don't call me.
Yeah.
Send me the paperwork.
2 years, 45.
What the hell are you calling me for, Ty? What you want to do?
Which
he probably would have got fired. You're done. I'm just playing.
So I'm buzzing. Like I don't even know what to do.
No,
like I'm over here like in shock. Like 2 years, 45, and I can't tell nobody at this time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was crazy.
That's nuts, bro. That's big time. But hey, man, listen, Bruce, you're a champ. Got to the bag. You got your ass whooped by Carolina and me. You've had one hell of a career so far. Happy for you, bro. Hopefully we can be future teammates.
We're going to year 6?
We're going to year 6. We're going to year 6. Hopefully we can be future teammates. Hopefully we can be future teammates. Hopefully we can be future teammates. But listen, man, Bruce, proud of you, bro. Appreciate you coming on the pod with me. It's been one hell of a pod. You know, we always gonna stay in contact.
Hold on, I got something to tell you though. You might like this.
What's that?
I know you wear J's in the game.
Huh?
You wear Jordans.
Yeah.
I am a Jordan brand athlete now.
I heard that. I saw you wearing some JTs, and I was like, what is he doing over there? I thought he was a Kobe guy. Congratulations.
Kobe's is lit though.
I know.
But
congrats, man. Congrats on that.
So you know if you I know you got your plugs, but you know if you need
listen, Linda. Hopefully we're on the same team. We'll talk about that later. But Bruce, appreciate you, brother, coming on the pod. It's been dope. And like I said, y'all know what to do. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I do this shit every time. Y'all know what to do. Tell your mamas, your uncles, your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your nieces, your all of them. And you already know. This is Run Your Race. Peace. Bruce.